Hello, welcome to Darlene's Makeup Table. I've been trying to come on here a little more regularly, and I'm going to get started doing that. I started this YouTube channel several months back, wanting to do it for years and just haven't gotten around to doing it. But what I'm going to start doing, I've had several people to ask me, when are you going to continue doing your makeup tutorials? So I decided instead of doing it on Facebook, I will do it here on my YouTube channel, and I will always post it on my Facebook page so that if you want to view it, you can. My name is Darlene, and basically what I want to tell you is that I love makeup. I always have, and as far as I can tell now, I'm 61 years old. I always will. And I think from the time that I've been involved with makeup, and it's been ever since I was a little girl, I've loved makeup, playing in my mother's makeup. I've owned my own Merle Norman cosmetic studio. I've worked in Lancome and Estee Lauder, Elizabeth Arden. I've used every kind of makeup that you can think of. I have been a Unique presenter. I still do sell Unique. But in saying that, I just want to say that even though you may sell a product, or you may work at a counter at the department stores, doesn't mean that that's the only product that you use. There's many different products out there. If you've ever gone to purchase some foundation or look for a particular lipstick or eyeshadow, you know that it's very intimidating, and there is just millions of choices out there. And I think the intimidating thing is, where do I start? And so what I'm going to start doing, I've had several people, I just had a lady message me this morning about when am I going to start doing my makeup tips again. And I think I'm 61 years old, and I think that what I want to start by telling you is that there are, people say there's really no rules in makeup. And really for us, there's no rules that we can break. I can do whatever I want to do as long as it makes me happy. So in saying that there are no rules in makeup, that is true, because there are no rules that you're going to break or get in trouble. But there are things that you can learn from watching different people's tutorials, finding out what works for them, someone that kind of has the look that maybe you want, someone who maybe is in your age bracket, someone that you can learn from. Now, there are a lot of makeup tutorials out there. I watch them all the time. I love to watch them. Some of them are funny, and some of them are very productive. Some of them I have learned a lot from, and some I just have to laugh because it's just so funny. Some people have great senses of humor. Some people have a funny way of presenting themselves, and it can be entertaining, it can be fun, and it can be learning. So what I want to say to you is, don't be stuck in a rut. I think if I could give you one makeup tip, it would be to say, don't get stuck in a rut. And so many times when I do people's makeup, or I go and I do a makeup party or whatever, and I do makeovers, I always ask them, what color of, say if I'm doing their eyes, I'll say, well, what color do you normally use? Oh, I always wear gray, or I always wear neutrals. And so what I will do is I will pick out something completely different than what they always do. And I have never, ever had someone say, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. I don't like that. Usually, 9 times out of 10, they will say, oh, wow, I like that. But I would have never picked that for myself. I would have never gone somewhere and chosen those colors for myself. So if I could give you one makeup tip, it's don't get in a rut. Don't be intimidated. Don't be afraid. Makeup is only temporary. And if it's something you don't like, once you apply it, wash it off and start over. That's the good thing about makeup. It's all temporary. It's all just, it's fun. It's creating a look that you want and that makes you happy. Now, I think for me is my biggest thing is foundation. Finding the right consistency, finding the right coverage, finding the right color. Those 3 things are very, very important, and you have to take in consideration a lot of different facts when you're going to purchase your foundation. And let me just say that I have used all kinds of foundation. You name it, I've tried it. And let me also say that if you would like for me to do a product review for you online, on here, on YouTube, let me know what that product is. I'll see if I can get that, and I will use it and do a review for you. I've probably used it. I probably have it down here in my makeup stash. I've used every kind of foundation that there is. And I have found some that I really, really love and some that I really don't care for. So it's still down here in my makeup box, unused, and I'm not going to probably ever use it. And that's the thing. We waste a lot of money on products that we can't use. My suggestion is always go somewhere where you can test these products. I know a lot of places like the department stores have the counters where you can go and sit down and try these. I know Ulta will let you try these products. They have the testers of all the foundations. So that's a good thing. Buying something and bringing it home, opening it up, putting it on and thinking, I hate this, I'll never use this. Make sure that where you buy it, that you can bring it back if you're not completely satisfied with it. I know Walmart is good about taking stuff back. If you have your receipt, they've taken stuff back for me for not. And I want to talk to you later. I'm going to do a video about some foundations, expensive foundations versus non-expensive foundations. And I have recently found a foundation that I really, really love, as well as I love some of the more expensive foundations. It is something that I would like to recommend to all of you. If you're wanting good coverage in a liquid foundation that doesn't dry your skin out, that is reasonably priced. This product is $9.99, and I wanted to come on here today just to tell you, this is called Milani, and it is a Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. It has foundation and concealer in this product. It has fantastic coverage. This is, the one I have is light beige. It is a liquid. It is a wonderful, wonderful foundation. I got this at Walmart. I think I gave $9.99 for it. I have different shades in it. I have a little bit of a darker, and then I have a more lighter shade. So I have 3 shades of those. I absolutely was really impressed with that foundation. Also, I know you've seen on Facebook the videos of people saying that this Dermacol will cover tattoos and things like that. This is what I have on today. I have on Dermacol. It is supposed to be, it's like a film studio. It's a makeup cover, and I love this. This is what I have on today. It has great coverage, but I don't know about covering tattoos and things like that. I don't know. You would probably have to apply and reapply. It has really good coverage. I do have a tattoo. It's on my foot. I could probably try that. I haven't done that, but I could probably try that and do a review for this as well if you would like for me to. But I've tried that today, and I have different shades in it. That was the big thing for me when I ordered Dermacol, is what shade. And I ordered like 3 different shades until I actually, one was really dark, one was like ghostly white, and I kind of found the one. This is what I have on today, and it's a pretty good match. That was the challenge for me, is trying to find the right color, because I ordered it online. Now, I wanted to go over just a few things about makeup tips. This is kind of what this is going to be about today, and then I'm going to start coming on here on a regular basis, at least 2 to 3 times a week, and start doing some makeup tutorials and some makeup tips. Today, I just kind of want to do makeup tips because I've already done my makeup, but when my friend messaged me and asked me when was I going to start doing my makeup tutorials again, I thought, well, maybe I should just start today. It's snowing here. It's been snowing. I can't get out of my driveway. I'm pretty much stuck until it warms up and the snow starts melting. I live on a hill, and there's no way I can get down, so I thought, well, I'll just take just a moment. Since I've already done my makeup, I won't do a tutorial, but I just kind of wanted to give you a few makeup tips today. First of all, you've heard me say this if you ever watched any of my tutorials, skincare is so important. If you want to know about Botox, fillers, anything like that, I've had some of those done, so if you want to talk to me or you have any questions about that, I would be happy to talk to you about those as well. I have had Botox and I have had fillers. So if you would like to talk to me about that, I would be glad to answer any questions that you may have about that. Also on skincare, please, 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 doesn't matter what line that you use, as long as you use a line and be consistent with it. The main thing about skincare is consistency. With anything, with diet, with exercise, with anything that you do in life, you have to be consistent. Doing it once a week or once a month is not going to do any good for you. So my main thing for you is when you're doing any kind of skincare regimen, whether you're trying to get rid of lines and wrinkles, brown spots, age spots, hyperpigmentation, anything, don't get in a hurry. Don't expect a miracle overnight, because these things have happened over the years, and it's going to take a while to get rid of them and to help diminish them. Now, there's nothing out there as far as over the counter that I can tell you is going to work to get rid of your fine lines. There's things out there that can help diminish the look of them. There's things out there and tips out there that can help camouflage the look of fine lines and wrinkles, and I can talk about some of those. Some of those things are fillers and things like that, but there's no makeup, there's no skincare that's going to really get rid of fine lines and wrinkles. I wish there was. I think if there was, they couldn't keep it in stock. Just main thing is when you're trying to hone in on a specific problem, no matter what it is, whether it's acne, whether it's breakouts, whatever it is, you have to be consistent. You have to do these routines morning and night. Stay consistent with it. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. Don't just do it every now and then, because you're not going to see any results and you're going to be spending your money for things and you're not going to be getting any benefit, because it takes consistency with anything in life. You have to be consistent. Doesn't matter what it is, okay? And then one of the other things that I want to talk to you about is there are tips and there are makeup things and there are rules and things that we can talk about as far as how to apply makeup and make you look younger. And also about keeping your makeup. I hear people say all the time, there's no rules in makeup. And I've said that, and I hear that all the time. And no, there isn't. But there are tips that you can go by. There are rules and things that you can use, and rules that I say that definitely don't do's when it comes to being older, like myself, things that you just can't do anymore because it ages you. So we can talk about those things, the tips of how to look younger. One of them being keep your eyebrows lighter, keep them on the lighter side. If I put my eyebrows really black, it would age me 10 years. So there are little things that you can do. And keeping your eyes, using concealer, keeping it light under your eyes can help camouflage fine lines and wrinkles. So there are things that we can do that we can help you as far as helping you apply makeup to make you look younger. Let me just tell you, I've tried all of them. I watch makeup tutorials all the time. I see skincare tips, I see makeup tips, and let me tell you, little things make a big difference, okay? So don't let anybody tell you there's no rules to makeup, do what you want. That is true, but if you want to get the most and the best look out of your makeup, then there are tips and rules that you could follow that would help you in accomplishing what you want to accomplish. And one other thing before I end this, and I'm going to start coming on here and doing some tutorials, I promise, is use makeup brushes. I want to just, I did this morning just to go back to remind myself. Do you remember when we used the little brush applicators? And these usually come in your more cheaper eyeshadow things, like, things that you buy at the Walmart or places like that. You don't get these nice brushes in your eyeshadow kits. You may get something like this. This come in a cheaper kit. This is not the best brush in the world. And I used this morning because it reminded, and I just wanted to think, because I used to use this as a younger girl, and I thought this was the way to apply my eye makeup until I got used to using makeup brushes, and what a difference it makes. And I used this morning, and this is what I realized why these just don't work. I was using this morning to put on the gray. And what I began to realize is why these just don't work. And I'm just going to put this on to show you. There is no give in this applicator. There's no bend, there's no flexibility, there's nothing. It's a stiff applicator. So when you put it on, and there is no give. You can't get in fine places. You can't maneuver this brush in strategic places because it is so stiff. There's no bend, there's no flexibility. Where if you get a brush like this, it's flexible. You can get in those places. You can get in there and it bends, and you can go in these places and you can get the places that you actually want that to go. But this right here, you can't do all that. You can't do all that with that kind of brush. You can't, I mean, it's not flexible. It's hard on your eye. It's just not. But when you take one of these brushes, as soft as it is, and it's bendable and it's flexible, and you can get in these places and you can get in your, and so that's the difference. And that's one of the tips I want to leave with you today, is invest and use some brushes. Now, it doesn't have to be an expensive brush. I have some expensive brush. This is a Merle Norman brush. It's a great brush. I've had this for years. It is a great brush. When I owned my Merle Norman store, I got all the sets of brushes that they had. I love my Merle Norman. This is an elf brush. I got this at Walmart. I can use this for months and months, and when it wears out, I'll have my money's worth. And then I have some great brushes from Unique. Love this brush here. This is a Unique brush. It has a concealer brush and the powder brush. This is a great brush. So you can do what you want to do, and based on your budget, you invest in what you can afford. But let me just tell you, any kind of brushes are better than these little applicators that are not going to do you any good. So let me just give you, if I leave you with a tip today, it would be invest in you some brushes. And you can get them $3, you can get them for $33. It just depends on your budget and what you're able to afford. You don't have to break the bank to get you some brushes. But I just suggest that you go out, and when you start doing your makeup and you start watching tutorials, you're going to need brushes. You're not going to be able to get the look that you want. You're not going to be able to blend it out like you want without some good brushes. And make sure you get different kinds. Get some blending brushes, some crease brushes, and things like that. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and just tell you that I'm going to start trying my best to come on here more regularly, to do some makeup tips, some tutorials, talk about some products that I love, talk about some expensive versus non-expensive, and just how we're going to do makeup tutorials. If, like I said, if you have something you'd like for me to review, I'd be glad to review that for you, tell you what I think, show you and use it online, and show you what I think about it. I'll be using some of these makeup and foundations that I've bought over the past few months, and we'll just kind of be comparing them, show you in the different coverages, the do's and the don'ts, the likes and the hates, and the things that impress me, things that doesn't impress me, don't waste your money on, and that kind of thing. So we'll just be talking about a lot of different things. So please join me right back here at Darlene's Makeup Table. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will be notified when I come on to do a makeup tutorial or some makeup tips. We'll be talking about a lot of different things. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. God bless and have a great day.